Hey everyone, it's Hannah, and I look a bit glam in like a ratty old t-shirt and probably got a bit of baby sick on me. Because I'm actually going to be filming multiple videos today, fingers crossed, hopefully. I really want to record a podcast, and I was hoping, Marie's taking the tiny one out to meet one of his friends for coffee, so I need to put a jumper on, it's cold, dye up the Christmas Eve cast on sock sets that are going to be going in the shop on the 16th of October. Now it's going to be a pre-order, but people said they wanted to know what the colourway was going to look like. I did a poll on Instagram and people said they wanted to know what the colourway was going to look like. So I'm dyeing it up today. It was very close. It was like Brexit levels close. We won't talk about Brexit. So whilst I was meant to put yarn onto soak last night, but I completely forgot. As you can hear, I am full of cold. The last couple of days have been a little bit rough. It's not been a fun time. So it's been interesting trying to care for a baby whilst also feeling like death. But I actually feel a little less like death today. Luckily, this cold has hit just as Advents have been done. Advents have all been posted. Very exciting. But it's also just as Tiny One's decided she doesn't need to nap for as long or as often anymore. So I actually need to entertain her, whereas basically up until Advents were finished, she was napping after being awake for an hour, and she was napping for about 2 hours. And then it's just kind of switched overnight, which is bizarre, and it's literally just as I got ill. Anyway, today I am dyeing up sock sets inspired by this picture. I saw this picture online and was like, I really want to dye up some colourway based on that. It's going to be pastel, it's going to be beautiful. I'm fully stepping on the toes of Selena of Through the Wardrobe Yarn Co, but we're buddies, so she's fine with it because she is the pastel goddess. But yeah, I'm going to head down dye shed now. Hope there's no spiders around because there's no one to save me from them. Last time I went down the dye shed there was a massive spider in the sink, so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do if that is the case this time around. But it had eaten loads of the moths, so I was very grateful about that. But I'm going to go put a bunch of yarn onto soak, and then yeah, the goal is, I was going to do 20 skeins, just a mixture of sparkle, merino, sparkle sock, merino sock and sturdy sock, but I don't actually know how much yarn I have in stock at the moment, because I also want to dye up minis in 2 colours, which is actually why I want to do 20, because I fit 20 minis in a tray, and I obviously don't want to do half the amount and then have to like adjust dye quantities. Anyway, enough waffling, Hannah. People aren't here to see you waffle. Let's go. Okay, immediate flaw to the plan. I do not have enough yarn to dye 20 100-gram skeins, so we're just going to do 1 tray of each, which will be 12 skeins, and then I'll just dye up 20 mini skeins. Also, I'm thinking it might be nice to do, I'm going to stop looking, I'm not used to vlogging myself, I'm out of practice. Might be nice to do like an accompanying mohair for people that they want to have floofy socks in like a pale pink or something, or if they don't want it, if they don't want to use it as a sock set, then that's also fine, because I've got quite a lot of mohair, so I thought why not, might be fun. Floofy socks, always nice and toasty, good for winter. Also knit up so much faster. Yes, good. Right, stop faffing, Hannah. Prep this yarn. Also, no big spiders, which was good. Definite win. And I've got too many zip ties for my storage, so I need to get new zip tie storage. I have eaten some vegan tomato soup, dairy free. I have had a tea, delightful, podcasted, I wanted the podcast to be longer, but the longer I kept talking, the more I kept coughing, so I had to cut it short, and I pumped. So, now we're good to dye yarn. Ugh, it takes so long. It takes so long. Let's go into my Instagram archives and get the picture up, because I did some colour swatches on the picture. So let's get that up. So this is the kind of vibe we're going for. This was on my Instagram stories. I asked if people were interested. They voted. I've just gone back into my archives. So we want like a light pink Valentine blush. We want like a mauvey purple landscape dye dusk. We want blue, alpine blues. No, I don't want alpine blue. I want delphinium. Where's delphinium? That's extreme. Extreme. That's every time I see, there's delphinium. Every time I see extreme blue, it just makes me think extreme, which makes me laugh because it's a yarn dye. It's not that deep. Kind of those vibes. Might get another pink out. Might get another purple out. Let's go in with Landscapes Heath and Sorbet, and then see how we go. That's the vibes I'm going for. And then I kind of want a light blue and a light pink for the mini skeins, and maybe I'll see how the 100 gram skeins come out, and then I'll decide what contrasting, complementing fluff I want. I'm watching Laura Penrose's autumn vlog whilst I get all this ready. But I actually do need to film a reel of me dyeing. I had forgotten about that. So I'm torn. There's a lot of water in these trays, and I can't really speckle on them because the speckles will just move. I'm tempted just to not speckle, which is very unlike me. I always speckle. Just keep it as it is, because I think this is actually very pretty. I will say I've made it very hard for myself to photograph because purples are notoriously difficult. But part of me is tempted to put another bit of pink in, but at the same time I don't want to overdo it, and the pink going on top of the blue is just going to go purple anyway. So I might leave it there. It does have pink in it. I see the pink. Leave it there, put it in the oven, see where we're at. Mini skeins. It's a little bit later. It's like 2 days later, in fact, because my camera battery died, and then yesterday I just didn't get down the shed to rinse the yarn. But today we're ready to rinse the yarn. I'm a little concerned that the colourway is going to be too close to Sunrise at the Spine of the World. I did use too much. I should have used more pink. But I'm going to get it out of the tray and see what I think, because that might change my mind completely. I've gone with a speckled mohair, controversially. And yeah, I might actually take my jumper off. It's cold in here, but I also don't want to get dye on it because it's a light grey. So jumper off, rinse some yarn, lay it on the heated area, get it drying. So I hopefully can show you the final result before the video goes up. That's the dream, that's the goal, that's the plan. Let's rinse this yarn. These are the main skeins. It's still wet, so they might change colour a little bit, but I love them. So nice. And then that's on the sparkle, and then this is the mohair. Real pretty. You got some speckles. And then the mini skeins. Pink. Well, pinky purple. It's more purple than this is showing, because purple's notoriously impossible to get accurate on camera. And then a blue. Yeah, I'm chuffed with that. Right, time to tuck it in, put the cover on. I've popped it on already, so it should start heating up soon. Yeah, it's heating up, and then hopefully it'll be dry tomorrow. Got the dehumidifier running. Please excuse all the boxes. Yes. My one piece of advice, if you are a yarn dyer, the one piece of equipment that I would say you definitely need, other than the basics, is a spin dryer. Let me adjust this. So I've been dyeing yarn now full time for 6 years. It's quite a long time, isn't it? Well, I've been full-time self-employed for 6 years. So my one piece of advice I'm going to give you if you're starting out yarn dyeing is, and you think you're going to do it for a while, is buy a spin dryer. It gets so much water out and it makes things dry so much quicker. The heated air and the dehumidifier are a nice added extra, but the one piece of equipment I would 100% replace if it broke is the spinner, because it gets so much water out. Before I got that, it was in the house I lived in before this, I just used to let it drip, put a towel under and let it drip, and that would completely ruin carpet. I mean, it didn't ruin the carpet in the house that I lived in, because I didn't do it on carpet, I'm not stupid, but it would ruin the floor if I did it for an elongated period of time. Luckily, most of the time I did that, I put it outside for a good chunk of it first, because it was right now. I wasn't dyeing huge quantities. It felt like huge quantities at the time. Spinner makes things dry quicker. Dehumidifier, also great. Heated air, cherry on top. I have 2 of them. They're not cheap. I get mine from, I got the Dry Soon. Let me pick you up. Oh, my back. I've got the Dry Soon dryers. And I got mine from Lakeland, and my mum and dad have a Lakeland card, because of course they do. So I messaged them when I wanted to buy my second one and said, do you happen to have any vouchers that you're not planning on using, or any discounts? And they did. So, but yeah, They have gone up in price since I bought my first one. I've got the triple tier, whichever the biggest one is. And the covers are really helpful to use with it, so yes. And the other benefit for the heated areas is if you are dyeing and drying yarn in your house, you can heat a room with one of them. Like, I'm tempted to bring one down to start drying our clothes on now we can't dry outside. Because we don't have many nice crisp autumnal days. We have wet, rainy autumnal days. So, yes, right. Dehumidifier's doing its thing. It's very humid. And I'll come down and empty it tomorrow. And then again, hopefully it's dry. Hopefully the yarn will be almost dry. Right, it's raining again. Of course it is. Hey folks, it's Thursday. You know how I said that I was filming a bit in advance because I didn't want to be editing last minute? Guess what I'm going to be doing today? Editing last minute. This video is going up tomorrow, of course. Good news is, dehumidifier is still running. I came down yesterday, just before I went to bed, emptied it, flipped all the yarn on here. So I'm really hoping it's dry. It's about 2ish? 20 past 2. Maria's just got home. He's got the tiny one. So I can check this, see if it's dry, and then we can do a little bit of twisting. Just a tiny piece, because I don't actually have that much to do. Bit annoying. I have to set up my whole twister. I could just do it by hand. But they look so much neater when I don't do it by hand, so. Oh, I really like this colourway. Yeah. Yep. Feels dry to me. Annoyingly, this skein of mohair has a random blue splodge. So that's now a second. Because it's got a bright blue splodge on it, which is really annoying. It happens. Like little blue splodges, I don't mind too much because that's just the dye breaking, but the massive blue splodge, that's an issue. But yeah, I think that'll be nice out of that. Just a bit of a subtle fuzz. Maybe other people won't agree, and that's fine. Right. Trusty blue IKEA bag. I've got so many of these. Hello. So, like I said, I did not record this far enough in advance. I need to edit it tonight. So, I need to film this bit now because I'm going to lose the light because I can't film it first thing tomorrow morning because then I'm not going to have time to edit it because I'm going to have a baby. So, we're rolling with it. I just wanted to show you what the colourways look like. These sock sets will be going on sale on Wednesday, the 16th of October at 4 PM UK time. I think we're still in BST, I believe so. But this is the sparkle sock with its minis. If anyone has a really good name for this, let me know. That'd be great. But the sparkle sock is 75 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 5% lurex. So it's very, very sparkly, which I love. You see the blue and the pink through here. There's white space as well, which I like for the snow. This is the sturdy sock base. This is 75% superwash blue face Leicester, 25% nylon, and yeah, with the 2 mini skeins. I would say it's a bit rougher than merino, but does make very hard wearing, long lasting socks. Which, yes, it's one of my favourite bases. I use it loads. I use it for everything, not just socks. This is the merino sock base. So this is 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon, incredibly buttery soft, so soft. And the skein itself is a bit more squat than the... I wish that I could make all of my skeins this size. I'd love that so much, but it's an extra step in the dyeing process that I don't really want to do. So while I haven't actually speckled this yarn at all, from where it must be the delphinium blue, where that has broken, you'll get the odd little speckly bits. It's very light, and it's also in the mini skein as well. You might be able to see a bit better on here. I'm not sure if it's going to come across. I'm obsessed. I love it. I love it. So, and then the mohair that I dyed, stunning, stunning. So you can either use it alongside, you can hold them together, you can use, I don't know, luxurious fluffy socks. Feel free to add it on should you want to. I'm going to get some yarn bands printed. I've already designed them, they look really good. I'm going to get some yarn bands printed. I just need to know how many to order because I don't want to order too few. And then yeah, they'll all come bundled up. And we can all cast on Christmas Eve. I might make the tiny one a cardigan. This with the contrast being like the neckband and cuffs and bottom cuff hem maybe. Unsure. I think that, but I do think that would be really, really cute as an option. Anyway. So yeah, that is the end of today's video. Please let me know any colourway name suggestions. That would be really, really helpful. Let me know, leave me a comment down below. And if you want to get your hands on one of these sock sets, like I said, it will be a pre-order. And they'll be going on sale on the 16th of October at 4 PM BST UK time. And yeah, they will ship in mid-November. Which will give them a month and a half to get all the way to you, wherever you are in the world. Hopefully I'll ship before then, but I can't make any promises. Let me know if you have any questions, leave them down below, that would be lovely. Ending the video looking slightly less glamorous than I've begun the video, but that's okay. I'll have a shower and wash my hair when the tiny one has gone to bed, or at some point before then. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. If you got to the end of the video, leave me a snowflake emoji. That would be great. Then we all know that you're part of the cool gang. But if you're not, then that's on you. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to follow me on social media, links can all be found in the description box below, along with any other information that I think you might need. And with all that being said, I will see you very soon in my next video, which you're going to now know is a podcast because I recorded it on Monday. Now I've got to edit that, ready for next week. I cut it short, I couldn't stop coughing. I'm feeling so much better today though. Should have just waited.